We finally got some sunshine, above freezing temperatures, got the kids at school, got our coffee. It's time to go do some thrifting. Let's go hit the bins. All right, so today's goal, I want to make 10 times in profit what we spent. So for instance, if I spend $10, I want to make 100 back in profit. If we spend $20, 200 back in profit, so on and so forth. So we just pulled up. Let's see what we can find. And right off the bat, first find of the day, we got this Thrasher magazine, medium-sized hoodie. This thing was sweet. And next up, we got these, oh yeah, Macho Man, Randy Savage, crew socks, too sweet. Next find, we got these BMW Motorrad City Style motorcycle riding pants. These things are padded, they are armored, and they are expensive retail. Can't believe we found these at the bins. This is going to be an awesome score. Things started to get pretty intense in here, but I just kept filling up the basket. Here's some of the things we got. We're going to go over these in detail when we get home. Just get back to the car. It was crazy today. It was like every time they'd restock a row, you had 5-10 minutes, not even enough to get through the entire row. And they were doing another row. So they were just getting stuff in and getting stuff out as quick as possible. So I didn't get to record as much as I would have liked to inside. We'll go everything when I get home. We spent 44 bucks. $44. So hopefully we can turn that into $440 in profit. I think we're going to be close. Actually, I hope we're not close. I hope we're double that. But we got some cool stuff. We got some stuff that I took a shot on. So let's get back to the house and let's see how we did. What's up, everybody? We are back home from the bins. Pretty big haul today. $44 is what we spent total. At the bins that I go to, it is only $1 a pound. That's what we pay for it, is $1 a pound. So 44 pounds worth of merchandise. Got about 2.5 bags worth. I'm going to show y'all everything that we picked up and see if we hit our goal of hitting 10 times our money in profit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all the item, and then I'll put up a comp, and then we'll have a rolling total down at the bottom. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see how we did. All right, so first up, y'all saw it in the video, in the basket while we were leaving the bins. We've got this MK Michael Kors tote. This was sitting right on top when they did a restock. Super clean. Everybody saw it. I just happened to be in the front of the line, right in front of this bin. When they said go, I grabbed it. Super clean. Don't want to speculate. We're going to let the comps speak for everything, but I think that's going to take care of the total cost right there. But that's the first piece. Super clean. Excited to grab it. We also got This is a brown leather. Kind of, I mean, it's a purse, but, you know, it'd almost be like a satchel or something. Really cool, distressed. It's got the big flap on it. It is a Fossil. I've done really well with Fossil in the past, so anytime I see it, these leather bags, I pick them up. This is, you know, I'm sure it's a purse, but could be kind of a unisex piece, but I'm sure we'll list it as a purse. Cool little piece right there that we picked up. Not something that I grab a ton of, but this thing was super clean. And again, because I only pay $1 a pound at this particular location, I still think that we've got plenty of money to make off this. So this is Greg Norman, quarter zip, pull over. I really like the color on this one. So, you know, some of this stuff is kind of, you know, bland. It, you know, doesn't really pop. So this one, the reason I picked it up is because it was so clean. It's an extra large, and I really kind of like the style, the pattern on it. So I decided to pick that one up. That's a cool little piece right there. This is one I think might be even the very first thing I grabbed. It is, I'm pretty sure, a diaper bag. It's got Winnie the Pooh embroidered on it. Kind of gray color. It's got the Winnie the Pooh tag. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's in there, I promise. There it is. Winnie the Pooh tag. Pretty big little diaper bag. Again, it's not just real heavy, but it's a nice little diaper bag with the embroider on the Winnie the Pooh tag. So decided to pick that up. I think we'll do pretty well on that one too. See what else we got. So some of this stuff I forgot. Like I forgot I picked it up or whatever, but I did not forget about this one. This, I was super excited when I saw it, and I can't believe I found it because there is a lot of resellers at the bins, you know, look for this kind of stuff. And it was sitting there. This is the Thrasher magazine with the flames. Hoodie, great size on it. So it's a, I believe it's a size large. Oh, it's a size medium. It's a big medium, but it is on the Thrasher tag. So this kind of skateboard stuff, I've done really well with the vintage skateboard stuff. This thing is super cool. Should have no problem selling this pretty quickly. I was pretty excited when I saw that design on there. So that's going to be an awesome piece. Probably one of my top 3 favorite pieces that we picked up today. See what else we find. We got, so I've gotten really good at cleaning hats lately. Vintage hats, I'm not worried if they're a little dirty or if they're out of shape. I've been able to clean them up, get them reshaped, and I've done really well with them lately. So I saw this sitting there. These hats aren't going to cost me hardly anything when I pick these up because they don't weigh very much. And again, $1 a pound. Can't really go wrong with these vintage hats. So this one is made in the United States of America. It is a fitted hat, so the fitted vintage stuff does pretty well. University of Kansas with a big Jayhawk on there. I'll get this sucker cleaned up and it'll look almost brand new. Cool little piece we got right there. This is something that I didn't recognize, you know, the brand necessarily, but anytime I find a cool button up or a polo that's got cool designs on it, I've done really well with those before. So I saw this. It's a long sleeve button up shirt, and it's got like golf balls and golf flags and stuff all over it. This is a John Ashford Sport, size medium. I'm going to guess it's probably late 90s. Just kind of a cool little design on that shirt. So that's why I picked this one up, because I like the design. Probably going to need to throw that one in the wash, kind of get it cleaned up. But once we get it cleaned up, I think we're going to do pretty good on it. I think it'll be a fairly quick seller. Anytime I get something that's got cool designs on it, it usually sells pretty quick. So we'll see on that one. But it was cool. This is something I hardly ever pick up at the bins. Hardly ever. This is the only time I've ever bought this at the bins or at a thrift or anything. These suckers are brand new and they're too cool. So I got some socks. I know, crazy. But They are Macho Man Randy Savage. Tall socks, front and back, all over. These things were cool. So when I saw them, they were kind of folded up like this. And I just kind of saw that color poking out. And so I decided to, unwrap them and see what they are. They are brand new. I don't think they've ever been worn. And the Macho Man Randy Savage, these were just too cool not to pick up. No idea. They might be new. They might be vintage. I don't know. We'll look. We'll find out. But I had to grab them. They were just way too cool. When I'm at the bins, I will buy Levi's. Almost always. It doesn't matter if they're new, vintage. Honestly, even if they're a little beat up, I like to buy them because I'm selling them really well on eBay right now, even beat up. So even the newer style stuff, it just, there's enough room on it when I'm buying them at the bins to make sense, as long as they're the right size and stuff. So these are Levi 517, 33 by 32, which is a good size. Sell those pretty well. Again, not vintage. These are newer, but the boot cut is really popular, and they've kind of got a little bit of distressing on them, which again has done really well for me. They're not like tore up, don't get me wrong. They're not, completely trashed. Somebody even tried to do a little bit of a repair on it right there, but because of the size and because of the price, I usually just, if I see Levi's in a good size, I'm gonna pick them up. So we got those. This is another thing that I pick up quite often. So I don't do a lot of kids stuff. But if I find this brand, I like to grab it because I've done well with it. And this was just too cool. So whenever I saw it, this is what I saw first. The inside of it was really cool. This is an Oshkosh jacket. It's kind of like a raincoat, but it's got these little embroidered cars on it. And then the inside's got this cool like car lining. This is pretty lightweight. I think it's probably still pretty warm because it does have that lining. Like I said, it's more of a raincoat. I thought it was cool. And so, we'll see how we do on it. Oshkosh is one of those things, like I said, I always look out for, especially the vintage stuff, whether it be like the overalls or corduroy or whatever. So that's a good brand to look out for, especially in the kids stuff, because you're not going to pay a ton for it at the bins because it's small and it sells pretty well. So cool little piece right there. Found this. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's new or old. Let's see, what is this? Maybe y'all can tell me. I'm not seeing, which system it is. It is obviously a PlayStation controller. I don't know. Saw it. It says wireless too, even though it's got a spot for a little USB or whatever. I'll get that cleaned up, and we'll see what we can do with it. I don't know, but I don't think it cost a ton either. So I thought it was worth picking up. Anytime I find video games or, controllers or whatever, it's not going to cost a ton. So even if this is only worth $5 or $6, I'm still going to end up making money off of it. So, let's see. Okay. So I found these Nike size small joggers. Now they're white. The reason I picked it up, it had this cool little patch on it. I actually got my kid a black hoodie that had that same patch across the chest. Retail, these things were probably, $50, $60. They looked pretty clean. I couldn't really find anything wrong with them. So probably just needs a little bit of a wash. And they're cool little sweatpants. So size small, men's size small, or for the women, just looking for some more comfortable kind of baggy pants, sweatpants. Those probably be pretty cool. So pick those up. I like the design on them, and Nike usually does pretty well for me. We got another pair of Levi's. Yep. So Levi, we got Levi 569, 34 by 30s. These are definitely, again, newer, but they're really clean, really nice. I don't see any holes or anything, and another pretty good size. That kind of the 30 waist through about 36 waist, and kind of 30 to 34 length. Those do really well for me. So anytime I find something in that parameter, like a 32 by 32 or a 34 by 32, something like that, I'm gonna pick those up. So just a nice pair of Levi's that are probably gonna do all right for us on the eBay store. All right, so I saw this. I just thought it was a cool sweater, and I liked what it was made out of. So I'll show you all the sweater. Just a cool little design on it. Nothing crazy. It's not like Coogee-esque or anything. It's Joseph A. Bank, which is not a brand I'm going to pick up very much, but good size XL, and it's 80% lamb's wool. So I know that wool sweaters do a little bit better than just cotton sweaters or whatever. So thought the design was cool, and because it is mostly a wool sweater, I decided to pick it up. Don't know. We'll see how we do on it. I thought this was too cool. I hope I can get it cleaned up. So this is a Lion King, the Broadway show, I think is why, the Broadway musical. But it's an all-over print t-shirt. So it's got the big lion head on the top. And it's on the Disney Presents Lion King tag. It's a size medium. I almost put this back because this is some junk on the back, but I don't know if that's a stain. I actually think that might come out. So I decided to grab it and see if we can get that out. If we can't get it out, I might throw it up on one of my whatnots and just kind of, see what we can get for it. Of course, I'll disclose the issues if I can't get the stains out. But I still think it was a really cool shirt on that tag with the all over print front. So it was worth picking up and, taking a gamble on it. Most of those shirts are going to weigh so little that it's going to be like, at most, I would think a quarter is what we would have paid for it. So it's worth gambling 25 cents to potentially, be able to get something that's pretty cool. So, some of the t-shirts that I picked up and that I do pick up are gambles. I mean, it's just part of it. And I'll gamble on some other things, not usually heavier items, because obviously those are going to cost a little bit more. I'll, look some of those up, see how they're doing before I grab them. But the t-shirts, if I think that there's a decent possibility, even if they're a little bit trash, I'm going to grab them. What's next? I'll show y'all this. This isn't something I'm going to put up for sale on eBay. I actually just kind of got it to use for either mine or my wife's business. The Avery printing labels. These are brand new. These are kind of expensive, and some of these sizes are really hard to find. So I saw those sitting there, and again, weight-wise, it didn't cost us anything, but I think we are going to keep this and use for us, whether it be me or my wife for her business. So I'm going to put those right here, and that won't be part of the total. But I decided I'd show it to you because it was something that we picked up. This is a cool shirt. It's a polo. I wasn't familiar with the brand, so I looked it up. Bagachi, I think is how you say it. Bagachi Uamo. I don't know. The polos with the cool prints on them were doing pretty well. I didn't see this exact print, but I noticed that ones that had these cool, like, colorful prints were actually selling pretty well. This is a size large. So I decided to grab it just because of that kind of pattern and the color on it. It is a cool look. I haven't really seen anything like this one before, but I've done well with cool polos like that have, the unique prints and stuff. So, again, if it would have just been a plain color shirt or something, I probably wouldn't have got it. But because of the colorway, I'd have decided to pick that one up. So, cool little shirt there. I think we'll do all right on that one. Like I said, I did look that one up before I threw it in the basket, so I had an idea of probably what we could get for it. All right, this one was kind of cool. I saw a lady throw this one back. I went and grabbed it to kind of see, what somebody thought they wanted and then decided they didn't want. But this is called Sinful, and I think it's by Affliction. Okay, so it's woman's. I don't know if this is like a real tight like dress or just a really cool long shirt, but it's got a cool front and back hit to it. The Sinful by Affliction was doing really well. The ones that I looked up online, the sell-through rate was great on it. And this was pretty nice. I don't know why the lady threw it back, why she wanted it and then didn't want it. Maybe because she didn't know if it was getting a dress or a shirt like me. I don't know. But when I did look this one up again too, didn't find the exact one, but I think we're going to do pretty well on it. That Affliction style. I know with t-shirts I've sold them really well, but those kind of styles from the late 90s, early 2000s are really getting popular again. So anytime I see something kind of like that, I'm going to pick it up. Got these Guitar Hero. They're 2009, so they're a little bit older. Pajama pants. I like this this little print all over them. And I mean, it was a super popular game. These look super comfy. Size XL. I mean, they're just really, really cool. And because it is on that Rockstar tag from 2009, I mean, I actually think these will probably sell pretty quickly. It's still a very popular game. I know I saw a lot of people that will pick up the Rockstar or the Guitar Hero or whatever remotes, the guitar remotes or the drum set, and they do really well. So I figured, hey, why not get some pants of the Guitar Hero and give it a shot and see how they do. Pretty cool. I almost didn't get these because, I mean, it's kind of heavy. This is probably a couple pounds. But I thought about it, and I decided to go ahead and get them. They are Nike golf balls. 12 of them. Now, they're used Nike golf balls, but some of these, Nike doesn't make golf balls anymore. They don't make any golf equipment anymore at all. And some of these have like different logos on them. This one's awesome, Malto Mill. But some of these balls just by themselves with the little advertising and stuff on them, some of these can do 8, 10, 12 bucks or even more each. So there was 12 of these. It looks like originally they were about 12 bucks, so about $1 a piece. But I really do think we can probably, if I parted them out, we can probably get 3 or 4 bucks a piece. Sell them all this way. I don't know. I mean, obviously, y'all can see it. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if we'll part them out or if we'll keep them together. But either way, decided to pick them up, even though they were a little bit heavier than I would like to grab at the bins. Looking for lighter stuff usually. This was super cool. So really nice, really clean. It's a hoodie, just a nice little Nike dry fit hoodie, just real simple. Now it's got the embroidered check mark on it. Got the little bit of a high neck, size medium. Just a really nice, clean hoodie. I mean, anytime I see Nike like that, that's just super clean, and it's not too overboard or whatever, I'm gonna pick it up. Especially the outerwear, the hoodies, the jackets, stuff like that. So cool little dry fit Nike hoodie right there. Speaking of Nike dry fit, so let's see what we got. We got a large. Again, real simple, just a little Nike chest hit. I think this is like a women's workout tank top. I think it's women's. It might not be. But Nike running, yeah, I think it's a women's. But it's super lightweight and just super clean. I mean, really cool color on it. Super clean. And It's Nike. So why wouldn't we get it? This weighs nothing. So, we might have paid a dime for that. Maybe a dime. So, got to pick that kind of stuff up. What do you know? More Levi's. 505, 36 by 34. That's about the furthest I like to go. If they're older, if they're 90s, 80s, or earlier, whatever, I'll pick up stuff that's a little bit bigger. But on the newer stuff, that's 36 is about where I want to be at, because that's what sells well. But really clean. Really clean. So again, I told y'all, if they're nice, clean Levi's in a good size, we're gonna grab them. Okay, some swim trunks. Kind of weird because it's winter time, but anytime I see that, I'm grabbing it. Patagonia men's swim trunks. Really cool. They're not my style. They're a little short for me. I kind of like more of the board shorts, but really nice, really clean condition, and obviously the brand sells really well. Weighs nothing. I mean, these were cheap, so we're gonna do well no matter what. There's no way that we can't sell them for quite a bit more than we bought them for, even if that's only $5 or $6. We're gonna get more than we paid for them, for sure. So anytime I see those, I'm picking them up. Another brand that, as long as it's clean, I'm gonna pick up. Jordan, Nike Air Jordan. These are size extra large basketball shorts. Not anything crazy as far as pattern or whatever. They're black with kind of a red trim, which is going to be really good for Jordan stuff because he played for the Bulls. Little Jumpman action right there. So really neat, clean little basketball Air Jordan shorts. I think I got one thing left in this bag, and then we'll move on to the next bag. And actually, I think this piece, I got it from my kid. So we're not going to add this into the total either. This one is staying at home with my youngest boy. I thought that was just a cool little Nike shirt. A little cement with that lime green. So, new school anyways, but I think he's going to like that. So that one's not going to go in the total. Didn't hardly pay anything for it anyway. So that's another thing that's going to stay with us, the labels and that shirt. All right. Let's see. Rip into this guy. All right, now the next thing is also a youth shirt, but I do plan on selling this one because I don't like this team. So nobody in my house is wearing this. But it is a Los Angeles Lakers all over print youth t-shirt. I just thought it was cool because of the all over print. So it's a kid size medium. Nothing on the back. But, anytime again I see cool kids clothes at the bins, I'm going to pick them up because they're just real cheap. They're easy to ship. And, people buy their kids stuff on eBay too. So that's why I picked that up. Cool little piece. All right, we got a Ralph Lauren jeans. I think it's women's, but a little all over print crew neck shirt. Really cool. It's got like the Eiffel Tower on it, and might be like Big Ben and New York or something, but it's got a ton of cool graphics on it. And it's obviously Ralph Lauren. So I thought it was neat. Don't know much about it, but like the tag, like the print. So we went ahead and picked it up. This one's cool too. I like this shirt. Too big for me. 2XL. But we got the snap-on with the eagle carrying the wrench. Snap-on stuff does really well. Clothing-wise, I don't know. I mean, we're going to see. But I just thought the graphic was too cool to not pick it up. Snap-on with the eagle carrying the wrench. Somebody is going to want this. So, cool piece. I think it's going to be a good pickup. Here's another piece that I just took a chance on. Kind of like I told y'all with that other polo. If it's a cool polo and it's got cool designs on it, I'm going to pick it up. This one is vintage, single stitch. And look at this design on this sucker. I mean, that thing just screams 80s. It's got the little sleeve hit. It's got the colored sleeves. It is freaking cool. It's got the collar that matches the sleeves. And then, like I said, it is single stitch at the bottom. So, and it's clean. I mean, it is super clean. A lot of time when I find these, you know, the neck's real dirty or something, or the pits are nasty. This sucker was clean. So, I don't know how we'll do on it. But that's just such a cool retro polo. I think somebody's going to want that. This one might sit for a little while. I don't know. But I still think it's going to end up being worth the pickup. What do I got? Oh, so it's kind of a Nike day. So this is a sleeveless Nike hoodie. But it's not a cut sleeve. This is manufactured that way because it's got a super clean... yeah, I'm blanking. It's not all chopped up. Somebody did do that themselves. A seam. It's got a really clean seam on it. Heavy duty. Not old school, but size medium. Again, super clean with a little embroidered Nike check. I don't think we'll have any problem selling that guy. So, that's one of those things we're just going to pick up when we see it. All right, so we got size medium, long sleeve, North Face, little North Face chest hit. Also has a little sleeve hit right here. Just a nice little women's long sleeve North Face. Nothing insane. Don't expect that we're going to get a ton of money for it, but I've said it a bunch already. Weighs nothing. Paid hardly anything for it. We're going to make money off this. So, that's why we grabbed it. This thing's sweet. This thing is super cool. Duke's Bark. American sportswear. I don't know why it's American sportswear. It is a pearl snap, button-up Western. But look at this print. It's got the little flowers, almost like I don't even know how to explain that. It's just super cool print. I've done really well with the pearl snap stuff lately, especially like the Wrangler, the vintage stuff. But I thought this was super cool. I think we're going to be able to sell this pretty quickly. I don't know the brand. Obviously we're going to look it up. And we're going to find out what it's worth. But I thought it was super cool. So, we grabbed it. Obviously. Alright, this next one I'm really excited about. So, when I saw it, I was like, I think we got something here. But it was heavy. So, I took it to the basket. Did some quick research on it. And I was super stoked that I found this. So, these are... They're big. They're heavy. They're heavy duty. I'll show you real quick. BMW Motorrad City Motorcycle Armored Padded Pants. So, y'all saw this in the video earlier. I found these. I had to look them up just to make sure that it was going to be worth picking them up because they're heavy. I mean, this is probably 3 or 4 pounds. I pay $1 a piece, so I know that that's not a ton of money, but whenever I'm going to ship them, obviously the weight is going to be something that I want to make sure is not an issue, because shipping is going to be a little bit on these guys. They're in pretty good condition overall. It's got a little tear right there, but I actually don't think that matters too much. Not a lie, there's another little tear right there too. Again, I don't think that's going to matter because these things are crazy on eBay. They sell crazy on eBay. This particular one only has 1 listed right now and 10 sold. So these things are selling as soon as they put them up. So I'm not gonna be able to find any comps exactly on these because they do have some condition issues. I'll throw comps up of what one looks like, at least in used condition, but without the holes. I think we're gonna get 60 or 70 bucks on them still, even with some of the condition issues. That's how popular these things are. So we'll see, but I'm pretty excited about these pants. So I saw this, again, something that was just sitting on top. Reebok, size large, Dallas Cowboys. Cool little on-field NFL logo down at the bottom. Reebok sleeve hit. This is probably early 90s. Probably late 90s. And it's clean. I mean, it's super clean. Minus, dirt and, dust from just sitting in a bin. But there's no holes. There's no stains. I was surprised that was sitting there. I think somebody probably threw it back. Oh, well. I picked it up. I think we'll do all right on that. All right, so I saw this, and it's crusty, all right? But like I said earlier, I've gotten really good at cleaning up hats. So if I see a hat that I think I can do well on, I know I can clean it up even if it's dirty. So when I picked this up, this first thing I saw, LL Bean. Like I said, it's crusty. It's had some use. But I think I should have, honestly, no problem getting that cleaned up. That is, it's got the little ear flaps, kind of this felt, fleece. It's just a cool hat. I'm going to get that sucker cleaned up. I think we're going to do pretty good on that piece. I kind of feel weird buying women's clothing, even at the bins. I don't do it at thrift stores. I don't go to the ladies section. Just don't have it in me to go start, going through all the ladies stuff at the thrifts. But at the bins, it's all mixed in together. And so sometimes I will pick it up. I don't know a lot about ladies clothing. I'm trying to get better. But there are some brands that I know. So this is one of them. Champion, size medium. It's a little like tennis skirt. It's got a cool little embroidered, colorful Champion logo, and it's got like a little pocket right here. Really clean. So, I figured, hey, what the heck? We'll get them. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. I think we'll do all right. I just don't know. This isn't something that I'm super confident about because I don't know a ton about the ladies' clothing. But that's okay. And with that said, got another ladies piece. I did look this one up because, again, I didn't know. But something I do know is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola stuff does pretty well. This is Wild Fox Coca-Cola collab. And it's got the little polar bear, little Coke polar bear on it. I don't know how this one will do. There is one comp. I'll put it up here. $50 brand new. So it's obviously not brand new. But I don't know. I think we get 20 bucks on it. It's nice. It's clean. If a brand new one does 50, I think somebody will give us 20 bucks for it. So another one again that I looked up because I just don't know a lot about the women's clothing. So this jacket is super rad. All right, super cool. So it is the Bear Trading Company, size extra large. I don't know that it's really vintage or anything, but it's got a patch on the front and the back, and I had to get it. Jesus Christ is Lord, not a swear word. Front and back, Jesus Christ is Lord, not a swear word. And it's cool. I mean, it's like this navy and yellow, and I don't know, it was just super cool. And I'm a sucker for cool embroideries and patches and stuff, so I had to grab that guy. I just thought it was way too cool to leave. And it was in an area where a lot of people will throw stuff back that they don't want, so I actually think this might have been picked up and tossed back, like, you know, another piece that we mentioned earlier. But I don't know why anybody would throw that back. It's super cool piece. I'm glad that we got it. I'm glad somebody did throw it back. Thank you. This is another one I picked up and I did look up before I kept it. True Spec. So I wasn't familiar with them, but anytime I see logos on the outside, not just on the inside, usually that kind of stuff does pretty well. So I decided to look them up. They are tactical cargo pants. So I already know that I'm going to do really well off of them. Obviously, comp's going to be right here, but these are super clean. And I don't know, sometimes when I see just things like this, that kind of canvas, hiking outdoor kind of pants, I know there's something to a lot of these. I've done well with some other brands. It's the first time I've ever got that one, but I think we're going to do really well with them, just based off, you know, what I saw. And so, you know, yeah, cool piece, I think. Cool pickup. All right, like I said, I've done really well with like pearl snaps and Western wear and stuff. I saw this sitting just like this. Denim shirts always do well for me. Now, this isn't a pearl snap. I wish it was, but it is a tan and denim Western button up. It's got a cool little Native American like arrow thing embroidered on it. And the denim and tan, I've actually sold several of these different companies. So, you know, Wrangler I've sold like this, and they've done really well on the pearl snap. And I've sold some off-brand ones too that I wasn't real familiar with. So I think this is going to be a pretty easy sell. And it's kind of weird. It's tag 3X, Express Rider 3X. I don't think that's 3X. That's a small 3X. So it might be boxy. It might be real wide here, kind of short. But anytime I see that, you know, kind of older denim style button up, and I've done really well on them, so I'm going to pick those up every single time. Cool little thing that I found at the bottom of one of the bins. This one might just go on my shelf. I've got a bunch of toys from like my childhood, and anytime I find, you know, cool stuff that's nostalgic, I'll just put it on my shelf. This was from, I looked at it, I doubt y'all be able to see this. 1997, guarantee it's not going to come through. But it is 1997, the Joker from Batman. Just a cool little figure. And again, this thing weighs like 2 ounces. I mean, that, you know, a nickel, maybe 10 cents or something. So even if I put it on my shelf, no biggie. I probably still will stick a comp up for it. But I don't know. Might stay with me. Cool piece. again, some ladies stuff. I did look these up. These are buckle black is what they're called. Buckle black. So I like denim. I do really well with denim. And I know that there's a lot of brands that sell well that I don't know about. So I do try, if I see one, I'll grab it. I'll do a quick, comp on it to see if it's worth it. These look like they were worth it. They are women's. They're pretty short, pretty small, but comps were good on them. So I don't know if I can find this exact style, see if I can get a true comp on them. But from what I saw that, just the brand was selling for, I think we're going to do pretty well on them. This is another just super cool piece that I can't believe nobody else picked up. So what I saw for denim collar, which was super cool. It is on the hero247.com tag, but it's a firefighter, fire department, little quarter zip. It's got these, like this little pocket right here that just kind of blends in, but it had a little surprise on it too. So I love stuff with little denim hits. It also had denim elbow pads. I was like, this thing is freaking cool. I like the patch. I like the little denim hits. That was just a must. I don't even know if I can find comps for this, but it just was so cool that I had to grab it. I haven't really seen anything like this one exactly, but like I said, just told me, take it home. Take me home. Take me home. So I took it home. I don't know. We'll see. I was all about the women's clothing day. This was more I've ever bought women's clothing wise. But even though I don't know a lot about women's clothing, I usually know that when you see a really fancy, heavy-duty embroidery like that on jeans, they're probably going to be pretty fancy, fairly high-end. So we got these. Grace in LA is what they're called. Again, they're women's pants, size 31. I did comp them because I don't know anything about them. They're boot cut, which I've learned from watching some other people on YouTube that the boot cut women jeans, that's what's selling right now. So these, kind of cowboy boot cut jeans already doing pretty well. Apparently the brand's solid. Size 31. I don't know. Like I said, I looked them up in the size 31 in women's, and this brand is selling really well. So even though, it's got some, some issues down here at the bottom, but I don't know that that's going to matter a ton. I know, I like that kind of stuff. I like denim that's thrashed and, it's got some character to it. So I don't know if these pair of jeans are going to be something that somebody's going to want a little beat up or not. That might kill the value. I don't know. But I figured it was worth a shot from what I saw this particular brand selling for and what I've heard from other resellers on women jeans type that are selling. So boot cut, not the skinny jeans or anything like that. And I figured, hey, it's worth a shot. Couldn't have paid more than $1 for them. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't even remember picking this up. What is this? The Bomb Plant. It's a hoodie. That's the back hit. The Bomb Plant. Amarillo, Texas. Got a little atom bomb on it. I don't even really remember grabbing this guy. Independent Trading Company. Size extra large. I don't know. Maybe I saw that back hit. I thought it was cool, so I grabbed it. And I was going to, look it up. And just threw it in my basket and forgot. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll even be able to find a comp on this one either. But, it's pretty cool. That back hit was super sweet. So, I'll do a little bit of research on that. Hopefully I can find something on it. But I don't know. I guess I got to be more careful what I put in my basket. We'll be all right. No biggie. I think it's a pretty cool little hoodie. And last but not least, I've done really well, like I said, with kind of that skater stuff, the motocross. So I saw this women's. It's a deep V-neck, but it's a Fox Racing, and it had a little back kit on it too. So I've done really well with the men's Fox and stuff like that. I don't know about the women's. Again, I just don't know anything about women's, but apparently that's all I was buying today was women's clothing. We'll see. I don't know. It's a cool little graphic. We'll see how we do. So that was the last of the bags. So y'all been watching it this whole time. Y'all got an idea of what the total is as far as sales go. Now let's figure out, minus fees and cost, did we hit our goal? All right, guys. So y'all have been watching, comps pop up and a rolling total of what our potential sell price is going to be. But I've done some maths, run the numbers, and it's time to see, are we going to make 10 times our money in profit minus, all the stuffs on what we got today? So here's what we got. Y'all been watching it, so obviously $955.81 is our potential sell price on this stuff. Our cost was $44. So right off the top, boom, 44 bucks is gone. If we sell all the items on eBay, eBay fees are going to be around $129.03, if my math is correct. So about $129 in eBay fees. Also, because it's so much stuff, I'm going to add shipping product costs. So, tape, bubble wrap, boxes, polymailers, whatever it is. So I'm going to do a miscellaneous $60 for shipping items, things to ship the stuff in. I do charge shipping on eBay, so that is just kind of a break-even point right there. So with those things taken out, we are looking at $722.78. Woo! Oh, wait. Uncle Sam. So to get a true idea of what kind of profit we're going to make, we need to go ahead and take Uncle Sam's piece out and set that aside for the government. So Uncle Sam on that $722.78 stands to take about $108.42, leaving us with a potential profit of $614.36. So not only did we meet our goal of 10 times the money, we beat it by quite a bit. So again, I'm not Albert Einstein. My maths are not great, but I think that's about 14 times our money that we're going to make on this particular haul. So pretty awesome day. I was excited to just get out of the house and do some sourcing. So pretty excited overall, and I think we're going to make some pretty good money off this stuff. So until next time, y'all take it easy.